On your mark, get set, and go. Welcome to The Hopefulist with me, Wendy McClure. This is where we turn those nasty, negative thoughts into positive and work toward a happy, fulfilled life. Now, let's get started. Welcome and thank you for joining me for the last part of our 5-part series, How to Make Real Change in Your Life. We have talked about how you need awareness, you need appreciation, you need acceptance, you need accountability. And that is why I started out today with saying, on your mark, get ready, get set, go. Because what you finally need in order to make real change in your life is action. Yes, that is right. It was so fun to say, on your mark, get set, go. I haven't said that probably since I was a little kid. Remember we used to say that all the time? We used to do races with your friends in school, what have you. It was so fun. Speaking of fun, I'm back from my vacation with the family. We had a lovely time. We spent a week in the beautiful Outer Banks of North Carolina. Now, it was a family vacation. My brother and sister-in-law, my husband and myself, and my sister and her family. We had a lovely time. The weather was incredible. Now, I don't know if you've ever had the chance to go to the Outer Banks. And there is something there that I have never been able to find better anywhere else. And I have not been a lot of places, so there may be plenty of other better places for this. But thus far in my life, the best stargazing I have ever done is when I am in the Outer Banks. And I think it's because the Outer Banks are so far off the coast that there's a lot less light pollution. So the last couple of times that I've gone to the Outer Banks with the family, my sister and I get up really early, like 5 a.m., 5:30 a.m., to go out in the morning and watch the stars. And the last 2 times that we were there, we were able to see quite a few shooting stars, meteors, whatever you want to call them. And it's kind of amazing. Now, on our last day there, we got up and went to the actual beach. Before that, we were just kind of sitting on the deck. It was kind of windy at times, which made it pretty chilly because we had some chilly mornings. Usually burned off. We usually got warmer throughout the day. We spent some time on the beach in our bathing suits. Sometimes we were covered up. Sometimes we had our bathing suits on. It all depended on the sun. If the sun was out, we were nice and warm and toasty. If the sun went into a cloud, oh boy, yeah, it was a completely different scenario. So we were really lucky for the most part. We had incredible weather. I don't even think it rained. I don't even think it rained one time. It was supposed to rain overnight one of the nights we were there, but I don't think it ever did because when we got up in the morning, everything was dry. So I'm feeling rested. I'm feeling relaxed. I'm feeling refreshed. And I am ready to kick ass for the rest of the year. That's right. We are in the fourth quarter of the year now. That's right. Today, the day that I'm recording this, happens to be Halloween. So happy Halloween. That's the only scary thing I had right here on my screen. So I'll do it one more time in case you missed it. Yeah, I'm not really good at the Halloween thing. I really wasn't a fan of Halloween for many, many years. And then I kind of got into it for a little while. When we moved here, we don't have a lot of children to come trick-or-treating at our door. First and foremost, the biggest issue is we are predominantly a tourist town. We are having more and more people move in full-time, but they're so spread out that people would just go to, like, the development in the other part of town where they're used to getting tons and tons of kids. because, you would walk down the street here and one house would have a light on to give out candy, and you wouldn't see another house for like 20 more houses. So I understand it. They put together this map for a couple of years where you could write down your address and say, I'm giving out candy at my house, because I do love to see the little kids dressed up in their costumes. They're so elaborate now. I mean, we literally went to Woolworths and got a plastic cape with a plastic mask that you couldn't breathe out of. So I do love that. Last year, I had put myself on the list again. Got very few kids. So this year, I just decided to not put myself on the list, just for the fact that, I kind of have to just be on the ready all the time, and then the dog goes crazy, and it's just, you know what? It wasn't worth it for the 3 or 4 kids that I had. So I don't anticipate getting any children. I do, however, have a couple of Reese's Peanut Butter Cups on hand just in case somebody comes around and knocks on my door. So there you go. We've had the most beautiful day for it being October 31st. It's been sunny. There's no wind. Now, the temperature's not super high. I think it's like 60, 61, 62, something like that. But when the sun is out, which it has been out most of the day, again, very nice. I am wearing a pair of shorts with a long sleeve shirt. That's kind of a look that I love in the fall. And it's a little chilly in the house, so I am appreciating my afternoon coffee just that much more, because it's warming up my chilly bones. So I hope that you have a wonderful Halloween and that you are ready for the end of the year. The holidays are upon us. I saw a cute little meme where it said, I hope you're ready, because after tomorrow, it's going to be Christmas everywhere. Now, if you've been following me for a while, you know that I am totally okay with that. I am the crazy Christmas lady. I am ready for it. I am here for it. That's right. Let's get to it. And as I always say, no, in fact, I am not skipping Thanksgiving. If I want to eat my turkey dinner next to a decorated Christmas tree, that enhances my experience even more so. I don't skip Thanksgiving. I have Thanksgiving dinner. Big old turkey, all the trimmings, all the fixins. We do it up right. My husband is an amazing cook. I make the green bean casserole. And he does everything else. Just about. He likes to make some homemade pies. He said he's going to work on his blueberry pie this year. I am here for that. Love me some blueberry pie. I ordered a cherry pie from a friend of mine whose son sells them for a fundraiser. I've had them before. They are delicious. And no, I'm not a pumpkin pie fan. That's why you didn't hear it. I told my husband, feel free to make yourself a pumpkin pie instead of making a blueberry pie, because I have a cherry pie. I'm good. I'm perfectly fine. And I even brought home some whipped cream from my vacation, so I am good to go on the whipped cream. Because, you know how they put that little, like, dollop of whipped cream on the top of a piece of pie? That's not how you do it. You cover that piece of pie from head to toe, from point to crust. That's right. That's how you use whipped cream on a piece of pie. What's this little dollop thing? It's a waste of my time is what it is. So get ready for the holidays. It's all going to be here before you know it. So I hope that you take some time and enjoy each and every moment. Got up early this morning. As I mentioned, the weather was pretty good. It was perfect for pickleball. Perfect for pickleball. No wind whatsoever. It was a little chilly but sunny. And within the first half game, I had taken my sweatshirt off and was just out there in my workout pants and a short sleeve shirt. So, and it was hot. I was working myself up into a sweat because I love me some pickleball. So it's been a great day. When I can get a good 2 solid hours of pickleball in, I am a happy girl. So let's talk about the quote of the day. The best way to be as mighty as you can be is by getting crystal clear about and extremely attached to your why. That's right, your why. Employ the muscle of imagination. Envision yourself in the life you desire to live. Feel the feelings that having more money and in this life and what that will call forth for you. This must be up from the How to Be a Badass at Making Money. Conjure up the emotions associated with your purpose for making money and cling to them like a baby monkey. Yeah, that's Jen Sincero for you. She always throws in something crazy at the end. And so, cling to them you are a baby monkey. Now, I brought up pickleball a moment ago because I wanted to use it as an example of one of the ways that you can take action in an attempt to make real change in your life. When it comes to taking action, as I mentioned earlier, the 5 parts. We've got awareness we talked about. We talked about appreciation, acceptance, and accountability. Today we're talking about action. And this is what you must do to start taking steps toward what you want to change. You have to just start doing it. And sometimes that's very hard. But it's the only way that you are actually going to make changes. You have to just get in there and start doing it. I did my workout today in addition to my 2 hours of pickleball. My sister reminded me that my strength training workouts are a non-negotiable. That's right. They're non-negotiable. I will do that strength training workout at least 2 times a week, ideally 3 times a week. And I have been slacking. So much so that I couldn't even remember that I had made it a non-negotiable. Now, there are a number of reasons why I like to do strength training. I use barbells here at home. I bought a bunch of equipment when the pandemic happened, and I'm very comfortable doing it right here at home rather than going to the gym, which reminds me I really need to cancel that gym membership. It's only $10 a month. I kind of keep it around just in case. I feel like getting on the elliptical or something, but I haven't used it in well over 3 years at this point. So anyway, the reason that I enjoy, I don't know if enjoy is the right word. The reason that I enjoy the benefits of strength training is because it makes you strong. Not only in the sense that you can pick up heavy things and open up jars of pickles, it's in the sense that it protects you from injury. And as we age, that becomes so, so important, especially if you're active and you do something that could potentially cause you injury. So I like to keep up with that, make that a non-negotiable so that I continue to be strong and I have the energy that I desire to keep living in the way that I choose moving forward as I age. The other good thing about strength training is when you build muscle, and you're never going to get like muscly like a man, you have to take steroids and hormones and all kinds of stuff for that to actually happen. I have worked out on and off for the last 20 some years, and I have never been bulky in any way, shape, or form. In fact, I've wanted to have bigger arms, much to my husband's chagrin, but I've never been able to do it. So that shouldn't be a concern of yours. But when you do build muscle that protects you and makes you stronger, that burns more calories. So there is another extra benefit of doing a workout, using strength training as a way to keep yourself strong. So when you start taking action toward what it is you want to change, say you want to add a workout, say you want to change your eating to more healthful eating, say that you want to take up a new hobby, say that you want to read a book every month, whatever it is, keep in mind that your brain is going to work against you. Your brain is your protector. And this goes back to when we had to look out for saber-toothed tigers and run from them in order to survive. We have evolved quite a bit from that time, but our brain still always wants us to be safe. So therefore, it is always in survival mode, right? So your brain wants everything to be exactly as it always is, because therefore there will be no surprises, and it knows how to protect you because it's done it so many times in the past based on your regular routine. And when you shake up that regular routine, you shake up your brain. And it literally starts creating excuses for you to stop doing it because your brain doesn't like it. It literally does not like it when you try to make changes in your life, whether they are good or bad, what have you. They want everything to be exactly the same. When I say they, I mean your brain. It wants everything to be exactly the same. So it will come up with excuses for why you shouldn't do this, why you don't feel like doing this, why. I mean, and I'm sure that we've all gone through this. We go to, work out one day and we're like, oh, I just don't feel like it. And then you're like, well, I've never stuck with it before. What makes me think this time is going to be different? That is your brain. That is your brain trying to trick you into stopping. Don't fall for it. What you should do instead is embrace the struggle. That's right. I said embrace the struggle. Know that you're going to have these obstacles come up and tell your brain that you are the boss, that you will tell it what to do, not the other way around. Embrace the struggle. Predict these obstacles that may show up in your way. Say you're going on vacation like I just did. I thought about bringing my barbells so that I could do, one or two workouts while I was there. I didn't even bring the barbells. I mean, our vehicle was so massively stuffed. I was literally afraid that the extra 20 pounds would just cause a sinkhole, to be honest with you. But I didn't give myself the opportunity to even try. Because if I would have brought them, at least I had the opportunity. Like I had brought some healthy meals. I had brought a box of cereal. I brought some yogurts. And I thought about the fact that I've done that in the past. And I was like, never ate them, never got around to eating them. But here's the thing. If I didn't bring those healthy choices along, there would be no choice as to whether I would eat them or not. And I had a couple of yogurts. I never did open up the box of cereal. I'm sorry to my sister who bought me the almond milk for no reason whatsoever. But it's still better to have them there, to use them as an option. You need to find joy in the process, okay? You've got to find a way to love this process of changing. And I know that's difficult. But you have to think to yourself, what is future me going to look like? How is future me going to react to these things that I'm doing now that is going to make future me the best I can be? That I will be the very best version of myself. So when you think about not doing your workout or having the brownie instead of the carrots, ask yourself, what would future me want me to do? Not current me, not today's me. What would future me prefer that I do? And you have to stay committed to the process. You have to persevere. You fall off the bandwagon, then you get right back on it. You know, we're never going to be perfect. There are going to be times that things don't go the way that we want. We get right back on that horse. We keep doing what we've been doing. We make this our way of life. And soon you won't hear your brain trying to talk you out of it. There won't be as much struggle. You will have the joy in that process that you are creating now, and you won't need to keep reminding yourself and persevere because it will become who you are. You are just someone that works out. You are just someone who eats whole, nutritious foods that fuel your body. You are someone who reads more often to open up your mind and discover other worlds and cultures and ways of living. It's really that easy. And the reason that I had brought up pickleball before is because, you know, we often have to talk ourselves into doing something that's drastic, a drastic change in our life. When I discovered pickleball, you know, it's very active. It's very physical. It's a huge cardio workout. You know, you have to use strategy, and there's all of these things involved when you play pickleball. And it's a great workout. I mean, if I get in a good 2.5 hours, I have my calories done for the day, according to my Apple Watch. So that's always nice. But here's the thing. I enjoy pickleball. I love playing. And there's nothing that's going to stop me from playing. This is the kind of joy I'm talking about. Find a way to bring this kind of joy into the process of what you're trying to change. There is nothing that can stop me from playing pickleball if I have the opportunity to do so. I love pickleball because it's a great workout. It is super fun. It's very social. I have at least 3 places that I go on a regular basis, and I know that I will know the people there, and they make it even more fun. And it's just one of those things that, and I really didn't expect something like this to happen at this point in my life. It's to find something that I love so much that I go completely out of my way constantly just so that I can do it. So that is the kind of action that will get you doing things that will create real change in your life. You know, do you want to become more active? Try out different things. It doesn't have to be going to the gym and struggling on the treadmill or taking runs through the neighborhood or even walks through the neighborhood if that's not your thing. Frankly, I'm not a huge walker. I'm not a huge fan of it. People always look at me like I'm crazy when I say that. I just don't enjoy walking for some reason. I don't know why. I like to ride my bike. I like to go out on my kayak. Of course, I don't do any of that anymore because all I do is play pickleball. But my point is that you can find something that you will love when you're older in life. I never thought that I would find something that I love this much. It has become part of my daily life, and I love it. The other thing I wanted to talk about when it comes to action. Ever since June, with the overturning of Roe v. Wade, I have become very political because, as I've mentioned, I try to encourage you all to be the best version of yourselves, to control your life, and to make the choices that will make you happy. And so when we have something like somebody controlling our reproductive health, that makes it very difficult for us to make the choices in life that will make us happy. And I will tell you that I started out very trepidatiously when it comes to speaking out of politics on some of my social media platforms. I knew that a lot of people would not agree with me. And it's been a kind of a hard process in the fact that I was scared. I knew that people would not want to hear what I had to say. But I kept with it because I was so focused on the end result. And I felt so passionate about this particular topic that I ended up getting way more into politics than I had initially planned, intended, or even really want. But I will tell you this. As hard as it was for me to delve into that, I just started taking action. I just started putting posts on my Facebook group. I just started signing up for emails and text messages that would keep me informed of things that I could do to help with the cause. I went to marches. I went to legislative days. I have done a number of rallies. And I even had my own action party that I hosted here in my house. None of this is something I had ever wanted to do, dreamed of doing. It's just something that kind of happened. And I will tell you this, that as I have taken more and more action, it has gotten easier and easier to do that. And now I am at a point where I have become so empowered by everything that I have done that I am super proud of myself because I was scared, yet I did it anyway. And that one step led to another step, which led to another step, and then another step. And there is something so satisfying about doing what you say you are going to do, to knowing what you want and becoming that person and knowing who you are and having the strength, the courage, and the confidence to let people know exactly who you are and to love yourself for it. It's been a eye-opening experience for me personally going through this. And it's made me realize that I truly can do anything. I truly can conquer, tackle, and undertake anything I set my mind to. I have been empowered by myself, and that is what I want for you. So, once again, you must start taking action toward what it is you want to change. Watch your brain. It will work against you. Embrace the struggle. Ask yourself, what would future me want? Find some joy in the process and stay committed and persevere until that is just who you are. Hey, check out my website. It is brand new. I am super excited about it. Please take a look at hopefulist.com. If you have not given me a review or hit that like, follow, or subscribe button on the platform that you are listening in, please do so. I would most appreciate it. And please share this episode with your friends. This is the first series I've done. I'm pretty excited about it. I'm pretty proud of it, to be honest with you, and I hope that you have enjoyed it as well. While you're on my website, check out some of the services that I offer. I would love to get one-on-one with you to talk about some of the things that you may need a little help with in your life. So, with all of that said, and it being Halloween, happy Halloween. Go out there, kick ass this week. You know I'm cheering you on.
Thank you for listening to The Hopefulist. Now, don't you feel good? Make sure you come back next week. See you then.